How y'all doing today? My name's Ayin, and today's topic of discussion is going to be none other than something we've already visited a couple of times before, but we're going to take a different approach here because I really want to break this down into what this really means. Today's topic is peace. Peace. When you search the videos that I have on this channel, you'll see topics such as being peaceable within yourself before dealing with others, and so forth. Can't remember the other topics. So over 600 videos on this channel. But I really want to talk about what this means, and sometimes when you can feel like you're backed into a corner, on still maintaining that peace, not being called out of your character, not unleashing and relinquishing your control. Because like other videos I've stated, like other times I've discussed it in other videos on this channel, when I've talked about no matter how little control that you think that you have, you do have some degree of control in the situations that surround you. And one of the things that made me think about this is thinking about how, don't get me wrong, in certain immediate situations that are instantly recognized as being unhealthy, bad, yeah, you can relocate. You can actually physically remove yourself from the situation to find peace in that regard. But what about the situations that aren't so visible? They don't really come at you like that as, hey, I'm disrupting your peace. They're more so hidden because these are situations or relationships that are really close to you. It may even be something that you're just dealing with really almost internally. How do you get away from it in a healthy way? How do you still maintain your peace? In regards to thinking about the people that may be really close to you and this disrupting your peace, like I stated, and I'll use myself as an example. I've been in homes where peace has been anything but. And I've left homes. I've relocated. I've went clear across the country and seeking this peace. And it helped. It really helped. But one thing that I found out that I had to do was getting back into when those situations or those people had come up in my life again. Didn't matter how many miles apart we were, my peace was disrupted. And sure, once we got out of contact, it took a moment, I'd find my peace again. But what about when sometimes it feels like it's almost out of your control? And to bring this home closer, I'm gonna state me moving back to the very place that I had moved away from and trying to get peace. And that now I have these things knocking at my doorstep, almost literally. How do you find your peace in that? Establishing boundaries, time management, healthy discussions, reevaluating how you feel when you leave these situations. As you can tell, the more that I'm talking, I'm honing in on this topic. I'm honing in on these people that may be really, really close to you, and it's a little harder to recognize because they have these labels on them for whatever position they're supposed to be playing in your life, and you expect anything but turmoil, constant confusion, contention amongst you and these others. And you're just like, you're really not recognizing that it's disturbing your peace because you've been in it so long, you've been a part of it so long, you think this is normal. This is the reason why you have issues drawing boundaries with others. Because you're just like, okay, you know, we're close. This is the way it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be in this constant struggle. I'm supposed to be all wound up like this. Let's pause that for a second. Let's take it back to ourselves. let's see what it really means to be at peace. Think about it. Take a moment to think of how you feel when you're truly at peace. The thoughts that run through your head. Or don't. May not be anything that runs through your head. Think about your heart rate. Think about how when you choose to open your mouth and speak to others, how you truly feel. I'm talking about when you're at peace. You're at that level playing ground. How do you feel? When I often say that it starts with you, it really does start with you. What do you allow? What do you allow in your life? You know what? We're going to take it even, we're going to hone in even more so talking about peace. We're going to talk about being right there in that household with you, disrupting your peace. One walk away, or one takeaway you should take away from this is, look at what I did, a play on words. One thing you should walk away with this is, everybody has free will, meaning they can do what they want. You can't make anybody do anything. And the same goes for you. No matter how much you may think your arm is twisted behind your back, you're really pent up in this situation, I just gotta do, I have to do. What I've more often than not found is people get guilted into doing things and that they don't want to do. Manipulated. Maneuvered into positions that it's hard to get out of. But let's take it on back to that free will. Remember in older videos when I stated that it's nothing wrong in talking to an individual with them being in a bad place? Because like I stated, we're all imperfect. We're all going to end up in, bad places at one point and another in our life. And that's the reason why we're here, to lean on one another. So nobody's better than the next. It's just on what point or what you're going through at that point in your life. Right? But I'm going to take it back to me, for example. But I'm going to look at it this way. You come and talk to me about something that's going on. I don't expect you to take everything that I say, run with it. No matter what the situation looks like to me, how bad I may deem the situation, like, man, that's a really rough situation. This really is not something they should be a part of at all. They should drop it and roll on. No matter what's going on in my head, with you talking to me, you taking that information, even if you go do the complete opposite of what you and I just talked about, you came to your own decision. And this decision that you made, it may impact other decisions that you make down the road for the better. I don't know, because I'm not your judge, jury, and executioner. So with you talking to me, you going and doing the opposite of what I said, hey, no skin off my back. I don't have a problem with that. As long as you were able to make a decision that you were able to sleep with at night. I don't have to sleep with it. But the problem comes about where you consistently do this. You do this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And I keep allowing you to do this. You see what I'm getting at here? Now, this is disrupting my peace. Now, Ayin has to evaluate, hey, look, maybe this is a waste of time. This is the same conversation that leads nowhere. I'm somewhat getting stressed out about it. No matter how long a person's patience is, and it's something that we should all working on patience, patience can eventually run out. Even though it's a constant work and you're consistently working on it to be more and more patient, but on asinine things, it makes no sense. Because see, now it's coming down to me making a choice between you and me. I'm not worried about your peace. Now I'm concerned about mine. Like I said, being in relationships, friendships, any type of interaction is going to come with some degree of being uncomfortable. I understand that. But it shouldn't be consistently like that. For any extended length of time. I hope you get what I'm saying in regards to this. Like I stated, peace. 'Cause a lot of people, when they're looking for peace, I think that they get it mixed up with things just running smoothly, like no problems coming about. I think that people think about it from a standpoint of me doing my thing. Doesn't matter whether it's good or bad, or I'm kind of walking the fence on some things. And what I mean by that is knowing with a degree of certainty that through some of the choices that you make, there could be some backlash, there could be some negative consequences, but you hadn't faced them yet, so you're going to keep on, you're going to keep rolling the dice, you're going to keep gambling with it. And some people that are living like that, they think just because nothing has arisen and it's smooth sailing, that's peace. But what I see when I'm looking at that, I'm saying if I'm making those type of choices, what I see are some problems down the road. I see some disruptions in peace. I see maybe I made some choices that even though I'm at peace now, this could potentially ruin, to a very large degree, my peace down the road. Even at the point of certain relationships that I choose to have up off in my life. Things that I know that people may be involved with. The drama that certain people are a part of. I know that even though they may be at peace now, this is not that person's nature. They're always a part of something. All of the things that I've discussed up to this point, it not only gets back to, I know a lot of it discusses the things that's around you, but the reason why I discuss it, it holds the things around you. I'm saying holds the things around you. The reason why I'm referring to the things around you is because you're an extension of those things. Anything that you get involved with and you do, it's an extension of your actions. And ultimately it comes back to you. You're getting something out of the relationship. And these choices matter. These people matter. These situations matter. All of it matters. And it starts with you. How do you define peace? How do you see it as long term? How do you see it as just keeping not complacency, I'm talking about peace. Probably go back and watch this video and see that I said peace probably 152 times in 13 minutes. That's it. I don't have anything else to contribute to that. That was just something that crossed my mind right before I turned on the camera. I'm like, hey, let's go down this road again. Because it's something that I've actually had to reevaluate and had to reevaluate of late. That, you know, these things, sometimes they creep in there and they're disguised and they're not instantly recognizable. Because I've already gotten those things out of the circle of what disrupt my peace. Some of the things are staring me right in the face and it's just like, okay, what are you going to do now? That's healthy, mind you. What's your next move, Ayn? What's your next healthy move? I'm Ayn. That's the end of this video. Stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. Check out my book, link in the description box. Check out all the social media I'm on. I'm not talking about that stuff. You can look at the links in the description to see what I'm a part of. Stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. I'm Ayn. You have a good one.